got all kinds of good counsel over here. Listen, this is, we can all talk about this all day because we care about it, and we just want to find a path to success for the sake of the generations of Americans. I love what you said. I couldn't say it more poignantly and eloquently. People are counting on us to lead and make sacrifices and make tough decisions, and we may be the only generation that fails to do that. The American spirit, the American way of putting the interest of the country before our political interest, that's really what this boils down to. Can this commission help facilitate that courage and getting to those decisions? I think we got to give everything a shot.
Mr. Chairman,
what's working, what's happening now doesn't seem to be working.
if I may say this, we have two bipartisan bills. You have one on your side.
Yes, sir.
With Congressman Peters and Congressman Zinger.
Yes.
We have ours with bipartisan support. We have enough members who aren't returning. They've decided to take a hiatus, okay? There's enough people here that'll bite the bullet.
Yes.
There's enough people that'll bite the bullet, do the right thing. It's a small price to pay for our country.
Amen.
We are in we've never been in this condition before. We have never come close to this. So we got to figure out how we can do this, put the right people on that,
Yes.
that aren't afraid to do something right. And it's just, I think it'll be the most rewarding thing we do for our country.
Well said. And one last point. We've got to sound the alarm because we've been sleepwalking off the fiscal cliff, and we're numb to the trillions of dollars in the young people. They're especially numb to it because to date, we've had the reserve currency. We still have it to date, but when the dominoes start falling, it's hard to put all the pieces together again, right? So at a minimum, this commission can sound the alarm and have a national campaign to tell the American people and generations of Americans what's going to happen if they don't put pressure on us to have the political will to do the right thing for them. So with that, any last word, and then we'll call
The
this.
only thing I would, go ahead. I'm good. The only thing I would say on that is if the people in America know what would happen to the United States of America if we do not maintain the reserve currency of the world, if they know what a factor that is and what it plays into our national defense, God help us.
God help us.
You want to raise the alarm, that's the one.
We're gonna sell our treasuries as long as we're the reserve currency of the world. But a famous person in a wonderful book once said, in terms of going bankrupt, first you go slowly and then you go suddenly.
Yes.
And so this is something we're going to have to deal with at some point. I hope it's not real soon, but we have to deal with, and we need to be responsible enough. And we were elected to deal with the challenges we face. This is clearly one of them. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you for
Chairman.
being
Appreciate it.
generous
Thank
with
you,
your
member.
time. I appreciate all the comments. This concludes today's hearing.